Hello, guys, and welcome to the third podcast of this year of our podcast Info on Robotics. Today, we invited our friends from Germany, Royal Cats, and this is Alexandra, and this is Annalisa. And I'm gonna ask you guys to present yourself.
So I'm 16 years old. I'm the organizer and usually the notebook girl in our team with Alexander together. We are in our second round in this team constellation. Also, like you said, we're from Germany and we love to be here today.
Of the last years. And this year I help where I can and also use some things for a team.
Don't forget our beautiful designs you created, for example, our
Yes.
logo and the cape. They're so beautiful.
Thanks.
Okay, great.
Nice. I want to ask you guys, when did you join the FTC community? Like when you did your start career?
My start was 3 seasons ago. I was in the team Robocuts at first. And then we built our team with Royal Frogs, and now we combine two teams from back then into Royal Cats.
Okay, so it's kind of a friendship there between.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
cool. Yeah. So I guess you had your way in the FTC community. So tell us about the moment when you joined. If there were hard things to do, if there were, I don't know, easy things to do. What did you find the most hardest thing to do during these years in the FTC?
We did not only have the FTC, we also took part at not FRC, the first legal league.
Okay.
And I think the most hard part was actually to convince our coach to let us take part.
Okay. Yeah, I see.
He was our class teacher back then in 5th grade, and 5th graders, like they are, we are loud and we love to play games and stuff. So nonetheless, as soon as I heard that there was a Lego competition, I wanted to take part, and I got in. The next year, my best friend here saw that I do that, and she wanted to take part too.
Okay.
So we arranged it that our coach, he liked to mix and match every team he can. And so we ended up in there with a lot of bunch of random people we have built wonderful and long-lasting friendships with. And the most difficult part for the FTC in general, I would say, is the fact that not every team member or not every team can work as much as they want, or find in general the easiest and the best solution.
Yeah.
Like,
We encountered this and the same problems. Yeah. Alexandra, if you can share your experience in this competition, because I guess every experience is a bit different, and the harder things are kind of different from people to people. So if you can tell us your experience so far.
Okay, so this is my second season participating in the FTC, and I'm not really good with technique things and all other things. So it was really hard for me to be in the team and really do something, really participate in this competition. But because of my friends, which helped me to come in this thing, to understand things, I'm pretty good and I can do something finally. So yeah.
Yeah, that's the same thing for me. Just like yeah, it's my first year in this team, and it was quite hard to I don't know, find something to do. But as the time passed, I got more involved and wanted to do more. And now it's nice. It's nice. We have this podcast thing, it's nice.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Did you have in your years? Did you have any awards? I don't know, like your greatest achievements during UTC years?
so we last year achieved the Collins Think Innovate Award.
Yeah.
If you ask us what the hell, we had the Think Award, Design Award, and Collins Innovate Award. For the
Okay.
Collins Innovate Award last year, it was such a struggle to finally find out what it was about.
Okay.
because in the list we had from our competitions from the last 5 years, there was no listing of this Collins Innovate Award. So we took our research, asked our teams, hey, do you know what we have achieved this award? And finally, the conclusion last year was it was a great idea, but it didn't work so well. But still, the idea was good.
Yeah, but this award I find it really interesting because you have to have a really nice idea, but the idea you have to be really practical with it, and you have to implement it on your robot. And this is where the hard part comes, because everybody has a really nice idea and a really cool idea, but the hardest part is when you have to implement it on your robot. So yeah, it's a really great award, and congratulations for this.
Thank you. What was your great success or what you loved about the most?
We've managed 2 years ago at Rovarucus, we've managed to get the Inspire Award on the regionals. So I guess this is the greatest achievement so far for us. We are in our third season right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, so I know that this season was really unique for everybody. Tell us, how did you started it, and what were your I don't know, first ideas? How did you implement it? Because with the whole pandemic thing, I guess the way of work had changed. And tell us about it.
So our first idea is that at the beginning of the year, as soon as our coach announced the team members and who was going to be on which team, we decided that we needed a meeting spot for every meeting because we already had the feeling that we cannot all go to school the entire year, because in Germany it's the thing that only the last two classes of school can actually go to school in the building right now. And that's why Alex and I do not sit together.
Okay.
And we decided to meet up at a place outside at a park, usually,
Yeah.
and just scratch out some really basic ideas and what are we gonna actually want to do this competition, and what do we see us able. So on the first glance, we did like team names, logos, and all that fine presentable stuff, so we could post it on our Instagram and like how guys found us too.
Yeah.
Afterwards, we just sketched up some ideas, did a brainstorming all together, and came up with a robot design, which we stick to until we found out that, hey, we have a better idea and another idea. And so it kind of jumped one after another.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's really nice that you found a way to work. That was pretty close to what you know from the last years. So really nice, and congratulate you for that. Alexandra, I guess you have, as I said, every experiences are different. How did you felt this season in this with this pandemic thing?
I think Alexander and we had a similar experience this year because we talked a lot about it.
Okay.
We were really disappointed. We loved FTC from the back years, but we meet the people in person or we see each other face to face, it was sad that we did not have that, because this is for us really, that's really excited. From a year ago, we still have a WhatsApp group with some guys we met at the competition here just for fun. And it was really sad if it was announced, so no, we cannot go anywhere else than Germany or even anywhere right now. And what I think was also a little bit frustrating is to plan work ahead, because we all sit here and just hope for the weekly incidents number to go down so we can go back to school. And we just sit here and wait week for week for week. And to keep an entire team motivated is so hard. And
yeah. Same thing here, because in the beginning of the season we couldn't access our hub, so we struggled, and we found an apartment from one of our teammates, and we worked there for like 2 months. And it was a bit hard because we had our tools here in our hub and we had to move them. it was a bit of a struggle, but then we managed to move here. And I don't know if you are if you know this, but in Romania this year we had the opportunity to organize our scrimmages. So every team could organize their own scrimmages remote as well, and it was really nice because we kind of stayed in the competitions vibes, and it was nice because even remote, we were still connected with our friends from other teams, and it was nice. I don't know if you had the same opportunity to make your own scrimmage and organize it. So tell us about it if you had this opportunity.
So organization, actually, our plan was to do one, but we couldn't compare, like we weren't able time-wise to do so. But we took part at some in the Netherlands and like the parts where our coach knows the people really close.
Yeah.
But for us, it was really we were not able to as much as you did because our robot is stationed in our school room.
Okay.
And sadly, we're not able to just go there and work or even bring these things at home,
Yeah.
like robot tools and everything. Because first of all, we have a second team who uses the same material, and it would not be cool if you just take it away.
And I guess they
And
had the same issues, right? Like you, the other team.
yes, so it was kind of we wanted, but we couldn't. But we took part at some.
Yeah. So you kind of had you still were connected with the competition, I guess, during this season until the official.
Yes, definitely. We followed some championships and we saw like the streams on Facebook or YouTube if we found some.
Yeah.
Just to have the feeling of there are still other teams here.
Okay, that's really nice. Tell us about, I don't know, your future plans. Where do you want to go with this team? What are your I don't know, goals for the next season? So
I would say that most of us really we wanted a stick to the plan. So maybe we would like to plan ahead a little bit more because now we have like next year for some of us it's going to be the fourth year, so we're going to have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
And we would like to teach little kids, for example, next year we're going to have a bunch of newer, like the next generation of First Tech Challenge members. And we would love to show them and share our experience and information with them. Also, we like to have a notebook that is up to date and does not like
yeah,
be the whole notebook. Sorry. And probably maybe we want to like if I see your Instagram or some of the other teams, you guys are really up to date on posting, and for me it was so motivating because you guys did things maybe I don't know how much actually of the posting is really important, but it was fun to see the whole team grow or change plans and everything. They kept Instagram up to date. So I would like to do that too, just to have a little memory book in the end.
yeah, we had a hard time with it because as well with these remote games we didn't have the events that we had last year, so it was pretty hard to find materials to post them. A lot of them are, I don't know, throwbacks maybe. It was cool that a lot of teams came with challenges, like I don't know, post a throwback picture from the last year and tag your three friends. You know, yeah, we've done our robot reveal. We kind of search for things that we can do, you know, and we couldn't do them without the help from other teams because I don't know, on Instagram maybe other teams said we have this challenge, do you want to join us? And we say yes, and that way came the robot reveal, for example. And there are a lot of events like this remote, and it's kind of cool. And I guess these events were the ones that we managed to post. So I guess my colleague here, he's in the PR department, and he can tell you more about it. It's really interesting.
We had a hard time because half of our team is in the last year of school, you know, and they didn't have much time to spend on robotics and things like that. But we struggled a bit with the posting thing. We didn't have many men at our events, and it was a bit hard, but as Sebastian told you, we have a lot of throwbacks from events that I don't know uh, past a week or two, you know. And yeah, we had some trouble with it, but it's all right. It's all right now. We came up with this idea, the podcast thing, and a lots of things like that, so we can have things to do, like not be lazy, you know. And yeah, the FTC community feels like you gotta do something like always. You can't just stay, you know.
Yeah,
And
to
that's
keep you
cool.
connected with
Yeah,
other
yeah,
things.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And now that we got to know you, tell us about the official competition, because you told us before the recording that you are participating in Netherlands, right?
We were, yes.
So tell us about it.
So there was a remote event, and it was really. So for us, it was, if I'm right, the first real competition remote.
Yep.
We had the judging and everything went pretty great, I would say, because our team, we did a small like, what do we want to say, what is the most important for us, because this year the judging time is like half of the time than last year for the remote events, which I always thought that it's way too less time to talk about everything we had, and now we just shortened our time to the half.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, it was a hard part of that one. Yeah, I guess about this season we cannot talk a lot because it was remote as we talked. But tell us, I don't know, about last year. That I guess you had not last year's, 2 years ago, because last year I guess it was the same thing.
No, actually, we had last year in February. We had our
Okay.
last competition that was in Barcelona.
Okay,
Last-
really? Yeah.
near. Wait, no.
The design
was-
award, I think.
Okay, that's
No?
Wait, no. That was in the Netherlands part. The Netherlands in the international school, the design award. Oh no, right. No, you're right. You're right. With our
Yeah.
we had a robot and we had a mechanism to build up the blocks,
Okay.
like
Yep.
for example, like a claw, and you move it around and it grabs things and
Yeah. Yep.
lets them fall down. But shortly for the edition, a really important part, the break. We did not pack anything like that because we would had not expected a break.
Yeah.
Asked, and we had to. There were no way we could repair this part with. So we did what we had to do, and we were left with a metal square and for like a fork thing
Okay.
which can
Yep.
pull and push.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. So you had your last competition in February, right?
Yes,
You said.
February 20.
Yeah. It's really nice because in February, I guess, the organizational committee from Romania said that they are going to. Firstly, they said that they are going to postpone the regionals. We have 4 regionals here, and they said it was already one regional already was held, and when the Bucharest regional, where we are, they said that they are going to postpone to see how this situation is when it will be, and after they said that we postponed it, they canceled it, and yeah, we didn't have our official competition in Skystone, but as I said, we had a lot of scrimmages, so it was kind of good, kind of nice because a lot of new members learned about the competition through these scrimmages, but nothing is compared to the official competition, and I guess that was the hard part last year because we didn't have an official competition. But if you say that you had your last competition in February, it's still better than us.
Yeah.
And congratulations for your award there.
Yes. I wanted to ask you guys if I don't know, you have some problems with your notebook. How did it work? How did you build your notebook?
Yeah, because this year we had that limit, with 15 pages.
Yes.
For the cover sheet. So tell us, how did it work for you?
So, we have a notebook that was at the moment for our first please do that 10 sheet thing. We were kind of up to date, but only with the most important parts. So, for example, I really documented every building step because I knew that these are the ones we forget the easiest.
Okay.
And the cover sheet, I looked at some of other works from book covers to just regular versions. So, and we decided to keep it really minimalistic. Our cover is a picture of the entire team with team t-shirts and a light purple swirl in the background.
Okay, that's really nice.
And our 10 pages, I know we get some award for this year too, but I don't remember what it's called. We had a just like building and one team building space somewhat for something we really thought was important. It was kind of but done in a rush because our coach was so nice to tell us like 3 weeks ahead, by the way, you have to give me that.
Yeah.
And I
Same thing here.
like,
Same thing here.
and I was like, did you write that in the email maybe? And I did not read that. And he, no, but I need it in 3 days. So
Yeah.
yeah, we did not sleep 3 days, but had a beautiful notebook page in the end.
Yeah. We had a sleepover too in our hub one day before the remote regionals, so it was kind of fun, but not that funny. Yeah, but so you kind of tried to balance the technical informations with the non-technical informations, or you went
No,
for those technical informations. How did you balance those two things?
we actually just thought that for notebook, what are we not able to tell in our judging? And the things
Okay.
we're not able to tell is actually the part of building and everything because our building or like our main builder, he is not a talker.
Okay. Yeah.
And I knew for a fact that it would be really hard to, as much as he loves the project, to show everything we've gone through because it would just take too much time. So we just put it everything in this notebook thing because maybe that's the most iconic or most part that happened in this year's FTC competition. We did not have many scrimmages. We did not have anywhere to go. Normally, our team would go in the beginning of the year to the whole Nokia Bell Labs and at least have there some talking and not, and we didn't have that. So I thought let's just stick to the theme, just put it all for working and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you said that you had different materials, like for the notebook and for the judging part, right? Because I think
Yeah.
that is a really smart idea because you can cover lot of more information because you give one information in the notebook and you can tell them about other informations and they still read your notebook and you cover a lot of information. So we've applied kind of the same thing. We've tried in our notebook to balance the non-technical informations and technical informations, and it was good because we didn't have as many events as last year. So, and kind of it helped us because those 15 pages, there were enough to just show them the events and tell a few words about every one of them. And it was good for us. And the technical information, it's kind of basic. It's like what we've done to robot, and we kind of applied the same ideas. Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so we did this thing with the notebook where we balanced everything, but when the judging started, they asked us everything about it. I mean, I guess no information about something else that was not written in the notebook. No?
Yeah, we had a funny story from our judging session. So one judge asked us about some calculus that we've made in our notebook, and my teammate he knew that we didn't have that calculus in our notebook, so he was kind of scared, and he was blocked.
You blocked.
Yeah, and
Oh no.
and then the judge heard the keyboard from him, and then he asked them, "Oh, you're searching in your notebook. You don't know what you've written there." But he knew that we didn't put that calculus in our notebook, and because of the I don't know the emotions, he forgot that, and he said himself that maybe we wrote that calculus. So he kind of searched for it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty funny, but not that funny though, experience with our judging session. You said that you had your judging sessions, right?
Yes, right. We did them in our working room. That was maybe like one of the only times we could all be together as a team. We had a really beautiful background because our like two of our teammates, so Alexandra and Yulia, get a lot of make the room pretty with flags, with photos. We had a really beautiful background, and there had like the Zoom meetings with the coaches.
Yeah.
And two or three times, like our judging was really scheduled. Really, we were at 10, 20 times weird, so we did not forget anything.
Mhm.
Thankfully, they did not mention our notebook with it because mentioned book our building. He, like I'd always said, already said, he is so shy in talking and everything.
Yeah.
Especially in English, because this is not our first language. So he just talked about it and said, and you can find this on the notebook, and you can find this on the notebook.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was really, that was like his say.
Yes, sometimes this can help you, because you tell them we have this as well in the notebook, so it's kind of the information he already have it, and he can read it, if you tell him that you have this information in the notebook, sometimes can help, sometimes cannot help, because he can interpret that like, oh, I don't know the information and I just say that is in the notebook, or maybe I've written it so well that, and he maybe didn't read it really good, and I don't know. He can interpret it both ways, so it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you guys, your meetings. How did you meet up? It was on Google Meet or Zoom?
We did neither. We just used our already seen and beloved platform, which you maybe like. We just use Discord.
Okay, yeah.
We have a like our friend group is all together, so it wasn't really a bother or anything. Or we just created a new server,
Mhm.
and mainly we have a lot of platform that our notebook is in Google Docs and everybody can read and write. Our WhatsApp group is for pictures and everything. Everybody knows the Instagram password, so it was not like anything was closed. If you wanted
Yeah.
information, you can get it immediately.
Yeah, we have the same thing. We all of our informations and materials. We have a Google Drive, and we upload everything there. And anyone can take whatever he wants. I don't know, logos, anything you want for, I don't know, for an event, for things like that. And it's pretty easy to work with it. Yeah. Um.
Yeah. I wanted to say that, regardless, this season, was my first season, and it was quite hard to like. We didn't. I didn't have much experience with the FTC community and this kind of work, and yeah, it was nice because my team, our mentor Tudor, did this thing with the Google Meets, and we once a week we always see each other and speak about what we need to do with the FTC competition, and yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Another really interesting thing is, did you had any I don't know, rookies in your team this year? And if you had, how did they accommodate with all of this community, this FTC community?
I wouldn't say that. Like, we're more of everybody do like do's and plans everything. We actually did not as much with the community as we did last year because we were more focused on working our own robot and everything because time was like we didn't have enough time for anything.
Yeah.
It was more like, I would say, if you scroll on Instagram and find something interested, we talk to them. And we have the WhatsApp group from years before. And we had a small discussion with the group, eco second, the eco first community. There, that's it. So
Yeah. So they're accommodated just fine, right? Like they knew what to do, and it was really good for you and
Yeah.
for your team. Yeah, that's really nice because as well we had like this year we had 5 rookies.
5 years.
Yeah,
Yes.
5 rookies, and you know, with this whole thing with the remote games, they cannot see the real experience of the FTC, and a lot of things changed from the notebook to the playing field to uh, the way we compete, and it was pretty hard to as well to keep them motivated and to kind of show them for what are we working, and that was the pretty hard part this year to keep our rookies motivated and as well the whole team because it's been a hard year.
Yeah, because it was for us it was more like the newer kids, they did not take part in FTC because our Mandarin coach, he said that it would be sad if they start this way and at the end didn't like it. So that's why we just put these kids who were really in looking with other teams, connecting with them already. So if they start next year, for us it was more of a the kids that wanted to do something new, they did not. So they did not really had a place in a team. But our mentor already told them like, hey, you're gonna be split up in two and gonna go to this team and that team and
Yeah.
look at how they're working and maybe connect with them already. So it was more like an pick and see experience if you wanted it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing here. Like I feel like I've been in this for I've been in the team for years, you know, and it's my first year. It's I just accommodating very simply, you know. Yeah. So yeah, thank you guys for coming. You know, it was a very I had a very good time, me and my
Yeah.
colleague here,
Yeah.
and yeah, we're looking up for collaborations, and we'll
For
speak
sure.
from, you know, and don't hesitate to subscribe, you know, to follow us on our Instagram, on our Facebook, Info on Robotics, and yeah, thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you guys for inviting us. It was really fun. Have a great day.
Have a great day.
You as
Stay
well.
healthy.
Yeah.